having a bath, and after watering our garden, we'll have our breakfast, feed our chickens, and off to go to work. Okay, let's start. Oh man, these chickens are naughty. So, we're not able to water last night when we arrived home from work. We arrived here around 7 in the evening. So, and to give you an update, YouTube friends, I thought we didn't have more of these 10 branches of the Monstera trees that we earlier, but actually we have one obvious mortality already, and I think there are two more. No, two mortalities already, two obvious mortalities. Here, that one there, there's a Y and branch, and that one. So we have two mortalities already, and 8 remaining who are still fighting. I don't know if we'll survive. And I think this one here, it looks like an additional to the number of mortalities. So we might end around 6 or 7 surviving branches from these early branches, YouTube friends. So kind of sad, but seeing these 6 surviving and now thriving branches that we earlier, out of 8 we've got 6. I think I have to reconsider scheduling my marketing or earliering of these branches, probably as early as June. And there's still this heavy rain, then we've got to do the earliering as early as possible. Yeah, by early of June or late of June to early of July. Early of July, that was the schedule we had with these 6 early Lemoncedo branches that we planted right here. And the other 3 is on the other spot of the front yard. So yeah, we have to consider the time of earliering Lemoncedo tree. So we will let this one rest for a few months. From this month of December, yeah, we're still having these 10 branches here and 2 mortalities already. So January, February, March, April, May. January, February, March, April, May. So around 5 to 6 months. And then we're going to have our 3rd batch of earliering by June or July. So with that, we can allow our mother plant to rest and regain strength with consistent application of our fertilizer, which is rich in nitrogen, responsible for the overall growth, to strengthen more our mother plant so that we can reproduce more lemon cedar trees out of it. So right now we have 6 growing early lemon cedar trees from this mother plant, and we have the several branches that were early of November, which is more than a month now. So before 6 a.m. I need to stop my work here at the garden because I promised my students that I'd be early to school as early as 7. The latest will be 7:10, 7:20, because they're going to take the midterm exam. My midterm exam is one by one oral examination. So it's Q&A, not written. So it takes a lot of energy and time for both of me and the students. Okay. So I think this coming weekend I have to start cleaning the garden enclosure inside, and I'll be planting the beans to that respective pots that I have already reserved for it. So yeah, I've got to do a lot of work this coming weekend. Well, this coming Sunday, my wife has no work at the language center because it's end of the year. No, actually, I think she has still full weekend work at the language center. 22. No, 20 and 21. There's durian tree behind that banana tree, Chifrin, so that's why I'm extending my sprinkler here, there. See that one? Yeah, what time is it now? Past like 35, 5:35 in the morning. 5:35 or 25 minutes before 6 in the morning. So I've got to water this here. I'm thinking of watering what did I do? So I have to do this here. Ikaw kang baliti akin. I just remember, there's cluster of banana here. It is not clear. It's totally dark. But you can see the water. I'm watering that cluster up there because I'm trying to catch up the time that by the end of this month this can be harvested. So the secret to speed up the maturity of your banana fruits that are standing, especially if it is directly facing the sun, you have to water that one every day if it's not rainy season. But during rainy season, it's facing towards the sun at the east. When the sun shines, like at early morning hours, and it directly faces right there, then there's greater chance that the speed up of maturity is doubled than the normal than the standard days of maturity. So that's why I'm watering it now, hoping I can maintain that. But I have gate duty tomorrow. I don't know if I'll do the gate duty because it's a schedule of our Christmas program for the EP and EP program of the school, and we're given one period to host that program. Though I'm not involved to some serious parts of the program, probably I would just help, like carrying those tags for the Q&A. So I'll immerse myself with the audience, holding those placards with specific answers, the questions that the MCs that might be asking. Students will run toward me or to other teachers, depending on how they understood the question. They might pick the decoy, then good luck. If they got the real answer, then congratulations. That's part of the program, but there's this presentation, I think, drama about the birth of Jesus, whatever is it. They're going to portray that one too. Well, kind of ridiculous, but well, the Bible is the most overrated book in history with the most disappointing result over generations of its existence. Okay, I think we're good there. The water this morning, like the voluming and the pressure, so good. Good, good. Okay, we're back here. And we're going to switch the flow of water. Okay, and let's go to the darker side of our garden here in front. So here, we are around 16 minutes long in this live stream. Wow. Oh man, this is not good. Oh shit. The soil had been scattered. Yeah. This is pretty bad. I hate this. Fuck these chickens. Oh man. They are messing around. Ah. Crazy chickens. They're really trying to find a way in. Yeah, I must I have to like use that soil in reorganizing our pots here within this weekend. It's too much. They cause a lot of problem with the soil inside. The soil is somehow quite important for me to remix it with other pots. So, yo, howdy, friend. Thank you for having you on board. Good morning. So here it's still dark. These are sweet potatoes. Oh man. I think chickens here are messing around. Like in the afternoon, they're climbing up here, hopping in here, poop, look around. Yeah. Yeah. To have a good view. That's the habits of the chicken. And what they don't know, they simply destroy the platform, the pots, the plants. But I can't hurt them. I even politely push them away, not to create a fuss, but for them to slowly step down from the platform or jump from the platform and back to the ground. Like every time I do that. Because I tried these chickens to develop trust with people around here in our residence. My wife, me, my mother, sometimes when she's visiting us. And the more they lay eggs and raise their youngs here inside the residence, because I'm planning to build a coop for them after this season of sweet potatoes that we have here in this platform. So this, right, this very spot here, we're going to raise or build a coop, a chicken coop for these stray chickens. Like, no one is claiming who the owner of these chickens, but most of these that I'm feeding, they were raised, they were hatched here around the house and raised, and grow big, and now mature ones, and they're started laying eggs and raising their youngs as well. So entirely they grew up here. So I have a claim that I am their new owner because they were raised here in this house. We're the one feeding them every single morning and afternoon during summer, but during school days, only morning hours that we can give them the feed. But sometimes if we can come back home early and they're still here waiting for us, then we give them also the food. Most of the time, we arrive late, then they cannot eat anything. But they have to wake up early the next morning to catch up with the food. And to catch us, because we're also in a hurry every morning from Monday to Friday, as my wife and I have to go to work early because we're trying to avoid the traffic. But these days, for like a month now, or more than a month, my wife and I kind of lazy that we're not able to go to school early. But I have to break that problem, that situation today. I suggested to my wife that we have to go to school early today. So hopefully I can stick to my word. So I will not stay long in this live stream. So after a few minutes, I'll be done and I'll stop this live stream. So, well, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next live stream. Bye-bye.